section of my deepest needs. You were there, I knew, now you know.
Hi there, Sagittarius. How are you guys doing? I really hope that this video finds you well. Welcome to your weekly reading. Back with me again, Anisa from the Inner Stereo. For those of you who are new to my channel, hello. And for those of you who have been a long time, welcome back. So this is going to be a relationship spread, and you could always apply this with anyone in your life. It could be your boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife, exes, crushes, fiance, family members, anyone. I'm basically just going to be picking up your relationship energy in general, all right? Don't forget to also check your sun, moon, or Venus sign, because for me personally, I realize that with my readings, I resonate a lot more with my Venus sign rather than my sun sign. Jesus. Where was I? Yeah, I resonate a lot more with my Venus sign rather than my sun sign or rising sign or what have you. Probably because my Venus is in the 8th house, along with my North Node there. I don't really know. But if it doesn't resonate, then it just doesn't resonate. All right, there's so many amazing, talented tarot readers out there for you to just click and watch. Okay, I'm going present. I actually did a reading for you guys last week, but I didn't get to upload it because I was sick. So I should have uploaded it. I should have. Why? Because on that video, I was talking about you needing you to chill. Because in the last week, I also felt it myself. I'm a Sagittarius myself. We do have this tendencies to, we want certainties in and now. We want things to happen really, really fast. We want things to happen in a now, all that stuff. You don't want to be idle. You always want it to be action-oriented type of sign. And sometimes those type of fiery nature could get misinterpreted by the other party. And without you even intending it to be, the other party tends to get hurt. Because what happens with you in the now, your overall energy, is that you have a star card in reverse, meaning that you didn't really get your wish fulfillment. You didn't really get your wish fulfillment. You were trying to communicate it with this person, but maybe because of the way that you communicated it or the way that you act upon it, or maybe they were being just extra sensitive, they were having a bad day, and then, you guys act out as the Emperor card in reverse, this person get hurt. And now you're just kind of like overwhelmed. You have the 8 of Wands in here. You try to manifest something. You try to communicate something. You got it misinterpreted. And look at what you're going through. And now you guys are being overwhelmed with a whirlwind of emotions in the now. And you're trying to, like, your conscious thought is like, come on, let's just distract ourselves away from the situation just a little bit and not think too much about this. And let's be grateful for what life has to offer. Your entrepreneurial qualities are looking really, really good. That rush of feeling of wanting to be in actions or not wanting to be idle, you'd better just steer it towards your work or your pentacles or what have you, and not to the relationship. Just be very, very careful. You might be feeling very, very fiery, even in the now. And I get this a lot, being a Sagittarius. Like, people tend to misinterpret or misunderstood when I said something. I mean well, but maybe the way that I communicated is not very well. Yep, because even in the now, you guys are kind of like so excited to be sharing them about or doing stuff with them and all that, but they're like the Hermit card in reverse. They just don't see it. They don't want to reflect on it. They're not receiving, and they're detaching. They're like, okay, that's a good idea, but you hurt me so bad in the past, Sagittarius. I'm not really sure if I even want to open myself towards you again. Even you thinking of doing a little bit of a thoughtful things towards this person, they're not sure whether they want to accept it again or not, because they're like the High Priestess right now. So if this is a relationship that has been going on for quite some time now, this person right now is having a little bit of a problem of this come up in reverse in the overall challenge of really remembering that you guys still have a very, very magnificent connection, and they have a tendencies to focus or to mourn on what's spilled. This person cannot even act normal around you. Like, that crazy awkward silences that is going on between two people, that thing. That's what I meant. Yeah. And then the second one is that you have the Five of Swords. So part of them is still hurt and they want to act salty about it, but they're still hurting. And it might be something that you're not intending it to be. Because when you did that, you wanted to have a clear of mind as well. Your mind clear as well. Because you felt that this person was playing mind games on you and you called them out on it. You didn't give them the satisfaction of playing with their mind games, and that person got hurt. And now you're showing your true Sagittarian side. This person is not willing to reflect. Why? Because this person is blaming a lot on you. And this is not me pointing fingers at you. I'm just reading what's going through in their mind. You know what I mean? Like, people often misinterpret that I'm pointing fingers at them. No, I'm just like, I'm like a medium trying to read the minds between one person and the other person. Lumaga to masa depan, that means 5 years in the future. But if you guys are dealing with 2 people, there's one person that you're trying to run away from, that you're like, shush, nope, not with you, because when I was with you, I felt so miserable, and you're trying to cast a spell or cast your magic or try to manifest something with somebody else's, and then be careful what you wish for, because you just might get it, and what you get in, yeah. So what happens in the future is that this person then will find this person will heal, but you're still undecided what to do with this. Like, even if I were to clarify it, I mean, you got the Lover's card in reverse, it means that you are now coming up to decisions about something, right? And I clarified it. What showed up to a certain reverse, it means that you're deciding on something. And I was like, what is it that you're deciding, Sagittarius? You have the 2 of Pentacles. So even if you've decided, like, you know what, I want to give it a try, or I want to move on from this person, deep down inside, you still don't know what you want. You still is the 2 of Pentacles. I'm just going to go with the flow and figure things out. I'm going to take some time to figure things out. So careful of acting on impulses, because deep down inside, you still don't know what you want. Really. If you ask yourself repeatedly what you want in the now probably change in the future. Let's ask, what is it this person wants? Because, you know, I'm nosy sometimes. Well, that is Sagittarius, if they're only doing one person, what is it this person wants? This person is willing to pick up the pieces. This person is willing to build bricks by bricks with you again, but they're not sure if this person is willing to proceed, move forward with you. This person is willing to listen to your emotions and what is it that you need, but they're not sure how much you're willing to do it for them. The thing is like this. You could be looking at the stone in a different perspective and get a different view of that point. You could be saying to yourself, like, you know what, I'm very warm, I'm very friendly, I was very open towards that person and all that stuff. But what the other person sees you're doing, it could be completely different. So this misinterpretation and this different love languages is the root of the problem with this relationship. And you also want to do something with them. I mean, you have the Knight of Wands in there. You want to fix the problem so that you get your own wish fulfillment. You want to get things going in a way that it used to. You want the 10 of Cups, and then you also want the Ace of Cups. So see how different? This person wants that emotional things, yeah, but it also wants to... This person also wants to have a relationship that has a guarantee of permanence in it. So that's why they're moving very, very slow. They want something emotional from you, but they also have the inability to be emotionally vulnerable themselves. So it's a bit funny. So it's a bit funny. So what's going on happen in the future? This person they loved you once, they loved you still, no matter how in the now they probably still hurt him because of what you did, whether it be intentionally or unintentionally. They still love you even in the future. You guys are like, you're not like, I don't know, like you're undecided. One thing for sure, you want to be the full card. You want to liberate yourself from your old patterns, from the old habits. Careful of what you wish for. Like if you said that, you know what, let's just try it again. Let's just try it again. You probably change your mind the next few days. So don't make any type of hasty, impulsive decisions in the now, even and in the future, most importantly. Because by the end of the day, whether you intending it to be whether your intention, whether you do it intentionally or unintentionally, this person might get hurt. Because this person is all about emotions. You're much more about like, you do have love, but it's like a lot of passion involved in here too. You feel passionately. Notice the differences between feeling passionately and also loving somebody passionately. There is a bit of difference in here. You get what you want. This person is still here. Always have, always will. But just so you know that you're going to be the masculine figure in this relationship, regardless of your gender or regardless of your sex. You're going to be the one who's going to be like, okay, we should do this. And they're going to be much more like the follower because they're feminine. They're very feminine. In the past, they were very masculine when you hurt them or when there were problems. They were very, very masculine. There was ego in here. But in the now and even in the future, they're very, very feminine. So in March, probably leading to April, you are going to be the one who leads the way and they follow you. Okay? So that is if you guys are dealing with one person. If you guys are dealing with one person and you're over and done and you're single, ready to mingle and make effort to not be single, you guys, I feel that you don't really want relationship. You really want to do things on your own. You have like a lot of goals and ambitions that you really want to achieve. You want to experience a lot of things more. You probably have created like a lot of bucket lists. So yeah, that's that. You do have people come into you, but it's like, I think you're going to be choosing yourself other than choosing a relationship. So that is if you guys are dealing with one person. So if you're only dealing with one person, your reading ends now. So now let's move on to the two people scenarios. So person A is somebody who you hurt so badly, whether you do it intentionally or unintentionally, when you're trying to set boundaries. Yes, Emperor card in reverse. You're trying to set boundaries and maybe your communication was like a little bit harsh or too blunt or too honest, that this person was really, really hurt by it. This person right now hasn't really kind of like look within to see what you truly meant, because they were still harboring on that pain and they were still traumatized by the hurt that you guys inflicted on them. And they're kind of like, you guys haunt their thoughts every night. In the future, so it's a bit different than the one-person scenarios. In the future, I think because you did not really intend to hurt them, you were just trying to create boundaries and you just wanted to get clarity. You didn't really mean to hurt them. In the future, I feel like you're going to be open when they're starting to become emotionally open towards you. And you might be in a relationship with this person. Okay, so that's person A. Person B is somebody who plays tons and tons and tons and tons of mind games with you. And you're tired, you're sick and tired of it. You're trying to establish boundaries and you're like, fuck it, I'm going to sleep on you and I'm not going to think about you any longer. And then now this person is starting to realize that the way that they do it to you is not working. Therefore, they are there but not there. They're detached. And with this person, you're still willing to kind of like give your active services with them. Even if they need your help, you're so willing to give them help and all that. In the future, though, this person is either going to be in a relationship with somebody and you're like, well, fuck it, I don't want it anymore anyway. You're not going to get hurt when you find about this. So to some of you, this person is going to go into a relationship with somebody else because they feel that between you and them, it's unrepairable or it's irreparable. And you're like, well, it doesn't matter. I don't care because I don't, I've grown so much with my self-growth and my self-journey that I know that it's not healthy for me. So I'm happy for you and for me that I'm over you and I dodge a bullet. But to some of you, though, this person might want to have to reconcile or have a relationship with you again, but you guys don't want to. You guys no longer want to. I think you're going to be choosing person A than person B in the future, although it doesn't seem like it in the now. All right, so I think that is it from my reading for you, Sagittarius. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope that you find tons of clarity that you've been looking for, and I hope you have a really great week ahead. All right, bye-bye, guys. Have a great day. I love you.
If I love you and you love me, let's plant a seed, watch it grow into a tree, baby. Why don't we grow some nectarines, baby? Why don't we grow a little